I remember The Mandalorian coming out, and I started watching it. And I hated it, and then I started watching it again, and I really started enjoying it. And like, it was weird because even Elizabeth liked it. So I don't know. It made it more interesting to watch when you're just not watching it by yourself. We actually have somebody to talk to about it.
Yeah.
She did not like Clone Wars though. I had to watch that on my.
Oh my
She's
god.
not a, which I don't blame her because
I love the Clone Wars.
that's not say if that's not your cup of tea, then that's definitely not your cup of tea. But I liked it.
That's definitely my favorite piece of Star Wars, period. Like the writing is awesome. Stories, it's awesome. And, the time period, of course.
And that's what I like about not Rogue One, something Bad Batch is I really like its first season.
What's its time period?
They want
Is it like just like directly after Clone Wars?
directly like I mean the last of the Clone Wars. You haven't watched it, but that happens.
Yeah.
Order 66 happens.
Oh,
So
okay. So are we in
Bad
episode
Batch.
3 in Bad Batch?
Yeah.
Are we like what is it? Is it like right after episode 3?
So the way it portrays, so remember me saying the Bad Batch group is actually in the Clone Wars that last season they made.
Yeah.
So they're in there, and whatever Order 66 is actually portrayed, like
Yeah.
actually like happens, they don't realize what had happened yet. And it's so like they like Captain Rex and his squad, they're on board a ship, and one of his teammates, I think it was Fives, I don't know if you remember the names or not.
Oh, I do.
His chip malfunctioned, and it happened early. And
I remember
shot
that
Jedi.
episode. Yeah.
Yes. So after that, shortly after,
They had
that's
their
when,
chips removed, some of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
But all the Bad Batch people, they're all faulty.
Yeah.
One.
I remember
Yep.
this.
So yeah.
I think their characters may have been introduced like early on, but they
Yeah.
were,
Yeah,
they were at that medical station or whatever. Like
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
what was it, 99? I think the one that died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a whole episode on them, didn't they?
Yeah.
So good.
Like way beforehand.
Yeah, really early.
But whenever it was done, it leads right into the Empire forming too. Like it's funny. Some episodes you can actually see some like of the clone troopers and stormtroopers where they're getting new armor.
Wow, that's
Like they went into that much detail with it. It's pretty cool. That time, like I just like that time zone too.
so they're right between 3 and 4. Wow.
Yeah, like they are smack dab right there.
That is so. And I wondered, I really wondered about them, like what they could be. I mean, don't spoil, but like I wondered, like what could be going on in this show, because I thought that maybe that was the time period. I'm like, what could they be doing? But I
Well, let me tell you what,
forward
it is action packed. Like the first season of the Bad Batch, dude, it is lit up. And then the second season, I don't know what happened. It's just it dropped. Like I imagine it probably will pick up, but I'm just waiting for a dog to come out.
How many episodes a season are there?
I can't remember. I'm thinking it was like 14.
14.
It's one of those it left you on a freaky cliffhanger. So it's like I had to wait for the second season. So I had to watch the first 2 episodes of season 2.
Yeah, you would.
I even went ahead and started watching there's other cartoon series too.
Rebels?
Yeah, that's the other one I started watching.
I've only watched a little bit of that. I watched it a long time ago, like before there was all these millions of streaming services, and I like watched bits of it on these really sketchy websites.
And like at the end of that, Ahsoka and Darth Vader duel, and she like cuts his helmet on like the left side,
Oh yeah.
so she sees Anakin. Yeah, then Obi-Wan cuts the other side.
Oh, that's interesting. That's attention to detail. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to watch that episode of Rebels. I've only seen the scene, but I'd love to see what leads up to that. I don't think there's a whole lot of seasons of Rebels, if I remember. I think there's only like maybe 4 or something.
Yeah.